Good morning. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's wait a few minutes so I can post this. But I'm so excited that they finally announced that we're gonna open back up Black Swan June 1st. So excited. So today's flow is gonna be a beginner slow flow. You can use blocks. If you don't have any blocks, get a big book. So the biggest book you have, maybe Harry Potter, a Stephen King book, something like that, just to help you if you can't touch the floor. Okay, almost time. Let's see. How many more minutes? Cool. Okay. Okay, it is posted. The picture looks weird, but that's okay. Let's get started laying on our backs in Shavasana. Take your feet like a butterfly, so take the soles of the feet together and let's begin. So taking the soles of the feet together, opening your legs open like a book, or you can lay full in Shavasana, whichever you like. Begin to shut down your eyes. Deepen your breath. Maybe you take your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your lower belly. Start to ground yourself. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your belly rise, your ribs expand. Sigh it out. Again, just like that. Deepest inhale through your nose, feeling your belly rise, your ribs expand with air. Audible exhale through your mouth. Last one. Seal your lips. Start to begin your Ujjayi breathing, your breath of fire. Kind of sounds like ocean waves. If you don't know what that is, just breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. You're still going to build up some heat in your body. Remember, if you ever need to cool off during today's flow, bring it back to your breath. Try to focus on your inhales and iron out your exhales. It's always an option to take child's pose or stay in Shavasana the entire class. So it's up to you. You do you, boo. A few more rounds of breath here, grounding yourself, maybe setting your intention. Feeling the rise and the fall of your belly in your right hand, your heart beating in your left. Slowly start to bring movement back into your body. Flicker open your eyes. Point your toes to the top of your mat. Reach your hands to the back. Take a good morning stretch. Then bring both knees into your chest. With your hands, place them on your tops of the knees. We're going to make circles with our knees, grounding our tailbone down. So go as slow as you like, or maybe go fast. Do a few rounds one direction. Then switch out sides, go the other direction. Back to center. Tee out your arms. Roll your legs to the left side of the mat, pushing them up as close to your left armpit as you can. Gaze to the right side. Deep breath in. Can you twist a little more? Oh, let out a yawn. One more deep breath in. Twisting a little bit more. Slowly come back to center. Stay for a round of breath. On your exhale, drop your legs to the right side of the mat, pushing them up as close to your right armpit as you can. Gaze to the left. Deep breath in. Twist a little bit more. One more deep breath in. Twisting a little bit more. Come back to center. Shoot your legs up at the wall. So legs up the wall. We're going to do a little bit of core work. Not a lot, just a little bit. Place your hands down on either side of the mat. So you can either put them underneath your booty or either side of the mat. We're going to slowly lower our legs down as slow as you can go, like you're going through molasses. Hover above your mat. Scissor kicks. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up the wall. Slowly lower back down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Butterfly kicks. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Go back up the wall, bringing both knees back into your chest. Maybe sway side to side. Cross your ankles. Rock and roll the length of your spine 2 to 3 times until you make your way into a tabletop position. So, stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over knees. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cows to loosen up our back. Spread your fingertips wide. Deep breath in, drop your belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, round your spine, pushing the floor away. Inhale as you gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, try to gaze at your belly button. Do a few more rounds on your own, maybe wag your hips from side to side. Maybe add in some wrist circles. Figure eights, anything like that. Get weird, guys. No one's there with you. We're here for 3 more rounds of breath. Back to neutral position. Extend your right foot to the back of your mat, flexing your foot and dialing your hip down. Deep breath in. On your exhale, crunch to your nose, knee to nose, engaging your core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch together. 2 more. Lengthen it out. Crunch it together. Biggest inhale. Exhale, crunch together. Lengthen it out. We're going to pulse up and down like Jane Fonda. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down to the mat. Switch out sides. Left leg extends back to the mat. Flexing your foot and dialing your hip down. Deep breath in. On your exhale, tap to your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. Lengthen it out. Crunch it together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Lengthen it out. Pulse up and down. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything down to the mat. We're going to come into a puppy pose. So keep your knees where they are. I'm just moving back so you can see me. Reach your hands to the top of your mat. Try to bring your chest to the mat. I'll show you to bring your forehead to the mat or your chin. So every exhale, try to surrender a little bit more to the mat, bringing your chest as low as you can go. Slowly come back to a tabletop position. Right hand comes up high. Weave it under your left, bringing your right ear down to the mat. Keep your left palm where it is, or maybe you reach for the top of your mat. Remember, push your right fingertips into the floor. Try to spiral your chest open to the ceiling. Left palm comes back to the mat. Right hand comes up high. Round it down. 1 round of cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, pushing the floor away. Back to a neutral position. Left hand comes up high. Weave it under your right, bringing your left ear down to the mat. Try to mirror what you did on the other side. If you were reaching for the top of your mat, try it again on this side. Right palm comes back to the mat. Left hand comes up high. Ground it down. 1 round of cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, pushing the floor away. Back to neutral position. Tuck your toes. Make your way into your first down dog. So spread your hands wide. Push your chest onto your thighs. If you have tight hamstrings, option to keep a generous bend in your knees so that you can work your way to flat. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, sink your heels. 1 more. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, sink your heels down. Take a deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Separate your feet, hip-width distance apart. So 2 fists in between your feet. Have a generous bend in your knees. Grab onto opposite elbows. And let the crown of your head hang as low to the mat as you can. Sway side to side. Maybe you want that shoulder stretch, so interlace your hands behind you, pushing your palms to the top of your mat. So punching your palms to the top of your mat to get that nice shoulder stretch. We're here for 3 more rounds of breath. Everything comes down to the mat. Heel toe your feet together. Slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Last thing that's going to come up will be your head. Bring your hands heart center. Shut down your eyes. Stand up as tall as you can. Push your thumbs into your chest into your thumbs. Feel your heart beating. Flicker open your eyes. Bring your hands to your side. Inhale, mountain. Dive it down. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or hop back to a high plank. We're gonna drop down to our knees. Come halfway down, squeeze your elbows into your ribs. Inhale, upward facing. Stay in your upward facing. Look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Look to your left shoulder. Come back to center. Downward dog. Deep breath in. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Beautiful job, guys. We're going to take it nice and slow this morning. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up strong. Dive it down. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or hop back to a high plank. Drop down to your knees. Coming halfway down, squeezing your ribs into your elbows. Inhale, upward facing. Looking over to your right side. Back to center. Looking over to your left side. Back to center. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up strong. Maybe you add in a little back bend, cactusing your arms. Dive it down. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or hop back to a high plank. Drop down to your knees, coming halfway down, so only to your elbows. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Beautiful job. Last round before we add on. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up. Cactus your arms, last little back bend. Dive it down. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or hop back to a high plank. Option to take full chaturanga or keep dropping down to your knees until you get your full chaturanga. Come halfway down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. On your exhale, sigh it out. Right leg comes up high. Bend at your knee to stack your hips. Hip circles one direction. Then switch out sides. Go the other direction. Back to center. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms. Spiral open, warrior two. I was like, where am I going again? So tuck your tailbone, tweeze your shoulder blades together. Gaze down your pointer finger. Active arms. Last round of breath. Flip your palm, reverse warrior, gazing at your top hand. Keeping the bend in your right knee. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Option to bring your forearm to your upper thigh or hover above the mat. Opening your chest to the left side of the room. Last round of breath. Use your core to bring you back to warrior two. Deep breath in. Hands to mat. Step your right to your left. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Left leg comes up high. Bend at your knee to stack your hips. Hip circles one direction. Then switch out sides. Go the other direction. Back to a three-legged. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms. Spiral open, warrior two. Tucking your tailbone. Squeeze your shoulder blades together like you're trying to hold a pencil. Deep breath in. Sink a little bit lower. One more deep breath in. Sinking a little bit lower. Flip your palm, reverse warrior, gazing at your top hand. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Remember, bring your forearm to your thigh, or you can hover above the mat. Opening your chest to the right side of the room. Use your core to bring you back to a warrior two. Deep breath in. Hands to mat. Step your left to your right. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Take a deep breath in through your nose. On your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain, rise up strong. Dive it down. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step or hop back. Option to take full chaturanga or drop down to your knees. Come halfway down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Side out. Left leg comes up high. Bend at your knee. Hip circles. Maybe try wild thing this time. Stepping behind you, lifting your hips a little bit higher. Back to a three-legged. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms. Spiral open, warrior two. Relax your shoulders. Flip your palm reverse, warrior, gazing at your top hand. Maybe take the bind with your left hand going around your lower back. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Use your core to bring you back to a warrior two. Deep breath in. Hands to mat. Step your right to your left. Downward facing dog. Pedal your dog out. Left leg comes up high. Bend at your knee to open your hips. Hip circles. Or try wild thing on this side. Back to a three-legged. Plant your foot in the middle of your palms. Warrior two. Spiral open, sinking down low. Gaze down your pointer finger. Last round of breath. Flip your palm, reverse warrior. Taking the bind with your right hand going around your lower back. Extended side angle. Reach for the top of your mat. Tick-tock down. Bring your forearm to your upper thigh. Opening your chest to the right side. Back to a warrior two. Deep breath in. Hands to mat. Step your left to your right. Downward facing dog. Drop down to your knees. Take a puppy pose. Stack your hips on top of each other. Reach for the top of your mat. Try to bring your chest as low to the mat as you can. Option to bring your forehead to the mat or your chin. So let every exhale melt your chest closer to the mat. If this pose is uncomfortable for you, try child's pose. But this feels really good if maybe you've been sitting at a desk all day to kind of open up your shoulders a little bit more. We're here for a few more rounds of breath. Maybe grab some water, maybe towel off. We're going to be adding on. So these next few rounds, we're going to be adding on a little bit more. Last round of breath. Slowly come back to a tabletop position. Tucking your toes, down dog. Right leg comes up high. Plant it in the middle of your mat. Drop your back knee down. Modified crescent. Untuck your back toes. Both hands come up high. Sink your hips as low as they can go. Make sure your knee is stacked over your ankle. Deep breath in. Relax your shoulders on your exhale. Spiral your pinkies inward. Last round of breath. Easy splits. Frame your right foot. Try to sit back on your left. Have a micro bend in your right leg. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to get a little bit deeper. Bend back into your right knee. Tuck your back toes. High crescent. Square your hips to the center of the room. Sink as low as you can go. Deep breath in. Sink a little bit lower. Open our twist to the right, gazing over your right shoulder. Exalted warrior. Right palm down, left palm up. Try to gaze at your top hand. Spiral open, warrior two. So tuck your tailbone, tweeze your shoulder blades together. One more round of breath. Hands heart center. Skandasana to the back of your room. So bending into your left knee. Try to have an upward facing dog in your chest. Hands come down to the mat. Crawl to the top, framing your right foot. Easy twist. Left palm down, right palm up. Pulling your right knee into your chest. Both palms come down. Step your right to your left. Chaturanga or down dog. Remember, always option to drop down to your knees. Come halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Left leg comes up high. Plant it in the middle of your mat, dropping your back knee down. Modified crescent. Untuck your back toes. Sink your hips as low as you can go. If you have shoulder issues, bring your hands to your knee. Spiral your pinkies in. Last round of breath. Easy splits. Frame your left foot. Try to sit back on your right. Inhale to lengthen your back. Exhale to get a little bit deeper. Try to gaze at your toes. Bending back into your left knee. Tuck your back toes. High crescent. Deep breath in. Sink a little bit bit lower. Bring your hands to your hips. Make sure they're both squared to the center of the room. So they're like your headlights. You want your hip bones squared to the center. Once they are, bring them back up high, relaxing your shoulders. Sink a little bit lower. Open arm twist to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. Active arms reaching in opposite directions. Exalted warrior, left palm down, right palm up. Spiral open, warrior two. Whoops. I almost lost my balance. That would have been really bad if I fell on camera. Deep breath in. Sink a little bit lower. One more deep breath in. Sinking a little bit lower. Bring your hands heart center. Skandasana to the back of the room. Bending into your right knee. One more breath. Hands to mat. Crawl to the top of your mat, framing your left foot. Right palm down, left palm up. Easy twist. Both palms come down. Step your left to your right. Chaturanga. Come halfway down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Side out. Right leg comes up high. Planted on the inside of your palms. Modified crescent. Drop your back knee down. Untuck your toes. 2 rounds of breath. Relax your shoulders. Easy splits. Frame your right foot. Try to sit back on your left. Bend back into your right knee. Tuck your back toes. High crescent. Make sure your feet are planted and ready before you rise up. Sink low. Try to straighten your left leg as much as you can. Open arm twist to the right, gazing over your right shoulder. Exalted warrior, right palm down, left palm up. Try to commit to the bend in your right knee. Spiral open, warrior two. Deep breath in, sink a little bit lower. Hands heart center. Skandasana to the back of your room. Maybe this time you plant your hands onto the mat. Change it up a little bit. So if they're not planted on the mat, plant them on the mat now. Crawl to the top of your mat, framing your right foot. Easy twist. Left palm down, right palm up, pulling your right knee into your chest. Try to gaze at your top hand. Both palms come down. Right foot comes to meet your left. Chaturanga. Halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Left leg comes up high. Planted in the middle of your palms. Modified crescent. Drop your back knee down. Both hands come up high. Remember, always option to bring them to your knee. 2 rounds of breath. Relax your shoulders. Easy splits. Framing your left foot, try to sit back on your right. Gazing at your toes. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to get a little bit deeper. Bend back into your left knee. Tuck your back toes, high crescent. Strong rise up. Remember, commit to that bend in your left knee. Deep breath in, sinking a little bit lower. Open arm twist to the left, gazing over your left shoulders. Exalted warrior, left palm down, right palm up. Try to gaze at your top hand. Spiral open, warrior two. Tucking your tailbone. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hands heart center. Skandasana to the back of your room. So bending into your right knee. Maybe this time you plant your hands onto the mat instead of keeping them heart center. Last round of breath. Hands come down to the mat. Crawl to the top of your mat, framing your left foot. Easy twist. Right palm down, left palm up, pulling your left knee into your chest. Both palms come down to the mat. Step your left to your right. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Drop down to your knees. We're going to take a child's pose. Option to dry off with a towel, grab some water, or stay in your child's pose for a few more minutes. Slowly walk your hands to the right side of the mat, bending at your right elbow. Stack your left palm over your right to get that side body stretch on the left side. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Slowly walk your hands to the left side of the mat, bending at your left elbow, stacking your right palm over your left. Slowly come back to center, coming up to a tabletop position. So cross your legs, bring them out in front of you, keep them crisscross. Inhale your hands above your head. Twisting to the right, right palm directly behind you. Left hand comes to your right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist, gazing over your right shoulder. One more. Inhale, lengthen, sit up tall, twist. Come back to center. Both hands come up high. Twisting to the left side. Right palm plants on your left knee. Inhale to lengthen, sitting up tall. Exhale to twist. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little more. Come back to center. Both palms come down to the mat, so forward fold. Slowly walk back up. Bring your legs out in front of you. Inhale your hands above your head, folding over your legs, grabbing onto your calves, your ankles, or your toes. Just breathe. Slowly rolling all the way back up. Bring your hands out in front of you. Roll all the way down. Last little bit of core work. The last thing that'll hit your mat will be your head. Plant your feet onto the mat, close enough so you can graze the back of your feet with your fingertips. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Grab onto the back of your left knee and push your right leg open, flexing your feet. I like this nice little reclined pigeon better than regular pigeon. But if this is too easy for you, try to grab onto your left calf and pull it down to your face. If not, continue to grab onto the back of your left knee and push your right leg open. Just breathe. If your mind's starting to wander during these final moments of class, try to bring it back to your breath by counting your inhales and counting your exhales. Most of the time I always have chatter going on in my head, and sometimes the only way that I can kind of quiet it down is yoga or by counting my breaths. Just to get the peace. Last few rounds of breath here. Slowly unwind, bringing both feet back to the mat. Switching out sides. Left foot comes over your right knee. Grabbing onto the back of your right knee and push your left leg open. Remember, if you need a deeper stretch, to grab onto your right calf and pull it down to your face. It's always an option to take regular pigeon if this is uncomfortable for you, or if you just want to get the pigeon, the full pigeon stretch. Maybe you shut down your eyes for the rest of class. Slowly unwind, planting both feet back onto the mat. Bring your knees into your chest, tee out your arms. Roll your legs to the left side of the mat, gaze to the right side. Notice how you can get a little bit more deeper now versus the first time that we did it. Maybe with your left hand, try to ground down your right knees if they're hovering above your knees. Back onto your back. Stay for a round of breath. On your exhale, dropping your legs to the right side of the mat, gaze to the left side. Maybe with your right hand, try to ground down your left knee. slowly come back to center. Full happy baby. So grabbing onto the razor blade edges of your feet and pulling down. Stack your ankles on top of your knees. Maybe you grab onto your calves if it's too far for you to grab your edges of your feet. Maybe you find stillness, or maybe you bend in one knee while you straighten the other leg. Or maybe you sway side to side. Or maybe you bring the soles of your feet together, like a butterfly. Whatever you want to do, just so that you can still feel the stretch. Any final poses that you would like to do, like a shoulder stand or a plow pose, go for it. If not, continue to play around in your happy baby. Swing side to side. When you are done playing around, bring both knees back into your chest. Give yourself the biggest hug. Bring your forehead into your knees. Think of 5 things that you're grateful for. Whenever you have your 5 things that you're grateful for, explode into Shavasana, taking up as much room as you like. Palms down for grounding, palms up for receiving energy. Maybe you want to place your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your lower belly again. Shut down your eyes. Begin to deepen your breath. Taking deep inhales through your nose, audible exhales through your mouth. One more deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out of your mouth. Shavasana. your wrists. Pull your ankles out. Rock your head from side to side. Reach your hands behind you. Point your toes to the top. Last good morning stretch. Bringing both knees into your chest. Roll onto your favorite side of the mat, using your bottom hand as a cradle. This pose is a sign of rebirth. Starting a new blank page to your own chapter book. Remember that you can always come back to this mat to press this reset button. Doesn't matter how many times a day. If you're ready to get on, slowly push yourself up to a seated position with your eyes still closed at the top of your mouth. Sit up as tall as you can. Bring your hands heart center. Push your thumbs into your chest into your thumbs. Feel your heart beating. You are alive, you are here, and you are well. Cherish every moment that you have. The light, the love in me truly honors and respects the light, the love in y'all. And so I say, namaste. Thank y'all for joining me today, or whenever you're tuning into this. Again, my name's Candy. I will see y'all in the studio soon, in person. Yay! Bye.